The rain fell softly that night, as if the sky itself was grieving. Inside a small wooden house at the edge of Willowmere village, a young girl named Lyra sat beside her father's bedside, holding his cold, weakening hand. The firelight trembled in the corner, revealing the fear in her eyes. Her father, Edrin, once full of laughter, stories, and strength, now struggled to breathe. "Pupper, don't sleep," Lyra whispered, her voice cracking. "I'm here. I'm right here." Edrin opened his tired eyes. A gentle smile touched his fading face. "My little star, before I go, I need you to know something." Lyra's heart broke. Tears streamed down her cheeks. "No, Pupper, please, you promised you'd stay." With trembling fingers, Edrin touched her cheek. "I can't stay, but real love never ends. Whenever you feel lost, follow the light within you. You were born to shine for others, even when you feel broken." Minutes later, his hand slipped from hers. The fire dimmed. The night grew painfully silent. And Lyra's world shattered. Days passed, then weeks. Lyra became a quiet shadow of herself. She rarely spoke, rarely smiled, and cried every night beneath the old willow tree where her father once told her stories. His workshop, once filled with glowing crystal lanterns, now stood silent and untouched. Until one morning, she found a dusty wooden box on the work table. It read, "If for Lyra, when she is ready." Inside was a half-finished lantern crystal, cracked, fragile, incomplete. She broke down in tears. "Pupper, this was meant to be your last gift to me." A single tear fell onto the crystal, and for the first time since losing him, it glowed, faint but alive. Hope flickered. She decided she would finish the lantern, no matter what. But the crystal was too cracked for normal light. It needed starlight essence found only at the top of Mount Estren, the very mountain her father warned was dangerous. But grief gives courage where fear cannot. Lyra packed her bag, held the cracked lantern close, and whispered, "I'll finish your last gift, Pupper. I promise." The climb was cruel. Cold winds cut into her skin. Rocks slipped beneath her feet. At one point she fell, scraping her arm. She sat there crying, ready to turn back. But her father's voice echoed in her memory, "When you feel lost, follow the light within." She stood again, holding the broken lantern to her heart, and continued. Halfway up, thick fog swallowed the path. Through the fog she heard quiet sobbing. She followed the sound and found a young boy no older than 8, clutching his sprained ankle. "I came to see the starlight, but I fell," he cried. Helping him meant losing time. It meant risking everything. But her heart whispered louder than her fear. She tore a strip from her sleeve, wrapped his ankle, carried him to safety, and said, "Someone will come. I promise." The boy looked at her cracked lantern and whispered, "Your light, it's warm." She realized then, even broken things can shine for others. She climbed higher. The air thinned. The cold deepened. And yet she pushed on until she reached the final cliff. Exhausted, she lifted the cracked lantern toward the star-filled sky. "Pupper, I'm tired. I'm scared. But I want to finish your promise." The stars shimmered brighter. A soft sphere of starlight drifted down and melted into the lantern. The cracks fused. The crystal healed. The lantern glowed with a warm, living light, filled with love, memory, and hope. Lyra fell to her knees, whispering, "A thank you, Pupper." When she returned home, villagers gasped. Her lantern was unlike any other, shining like a piece of the night sky. At the Festival of Stars, children released their lanterns into the air, but Lyra held hers close. A teacher asked, "Why won't you release it?" Lyra smiled, tears in her eyes. Some lights aren't meant for the sky. Some are meant to guide us forever. She walked home beneath the willow tree, holding the glowing lantern. "I'm not alone, Pupper," as she whispered. "Your light is still here, and I'll shine for others, just like you taught me."